Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Woo! Breathing in that beautiful prana, baby. We're in nature. We're about to dive deep. Australia. We have a lot of deep divers in Australia. We're coming there soon. We got a question from Australia. Sydney, baby. Can I talk a bit more about the 4 levels of consciousness, the third eye? Whoa. First thing in the day, and we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? Now, the 4 levels of consciousness, which is now called the 4 levels of becoming your greatest version, have changed my entire life as a psychologist, as a counselor, but also as someone who's been right at the bottom. Are you going through hell right now? I know what it feels like, but I came out of that. And now I live in abundance. A lot of people ask, Ralph, why do you make videos? Is it for the money? No. I was rich before making videos. Is it for the fame? No. Pisces, we don't need to be famous. We already are. What is it? I make videos for the woman who wrote to me saying she was about to commit suicide, but I'm the reason why she's still alive. I make videos for a YouTuber who has over 11 million subscribers, who is subscribed to me, and my videos inspire them. And they inspire millions, just like me. I make videos because it feels good. Because through this creative process, it's helped me become my greatest version. Now, a lot of people ask, Ralph, where do you get all of this information? And I say, I just, breathe in that good ass prana, baby. I got to credit my mom, the biggest inspiration. Second to that would be nature and life. But also, I can't forget about a man who changed my entire life, the Bulgarian master teacher, Mikhail Ivanov. Now, before we jump into it, let me tell you how amazing this man was. The impact he had on my life was phenomenal. His mentor, Master Diyunov, was a master. He wrote in one of his books I read at the age of 15 years old, you live in the world you're thinking of. And that is the secret to becoming your greatest version. Now, Einstein said, the world praises me. I give all the credit to Master Diyunov. So before we start in becoming your greatest version, I want you to think of someone who has inspired you and go and thank that person, because that's what I do. I always give credit to the people who help me live in everyday abundance. Now, let's start with the first level of becoming your greatest version. It is the drone. I was a drone. Now, the drone archetype, as a psychologist, as a counselor, this is an individual who is easily distracted and loses focus very quickly. It is someone who isn't living in their true element. For instance, sometimes you're just watching a TV program, you're under what we call universal mind control. Sometimes it's through music. A lot of the times, though, it's through food. 7-day vegan challenge. So I could go back to when I wasn't my greatest version. What was I like? I was on a couch, scratching my nuts, watching Sunset Beach, eating a burger. Fries, Coke, not good. So for the 7-day vegan challenge, I get over 1,000 messages every single day from all the different social media accounts I have. And people say, goodness gracious, Ralph, changing my diet has changed my life, because it all starts with the food. The first level of becoming your greatest version is the level we all have to go through. It is the drone archetype, which means if somebody puts some food on your plate, you're just going to eat it. No, you don't check the ingredients. And definitely, no, you don't even bother to cook. You just eat. Now, you just eat, which means, it means you just consume information. You are solely a consumer of information. You read newspapers, you read magazines, but you don't create anything. You just want to fit into society. In essence, you want to become a normal person. And guess what? That was me for half of my life. But guess what? That was you as well. You don't question authority, and you are what I call the mechanical man or the mechanical woman. You are an automaton which does not think for themselves. That is the first level of becoming your greatest version. And guess what? We are all that by default. Slow motion that side. So the solution here, because that's what we're all about. How did I move from the first level to the second level, which is the artist archetype? The second level of becoming your greatest version. This second level is the artist, you see, and the artist is all about expression. The artist is all about creativity. Put your hand up if you sing. Put your hand up. Put your hand up if you are a producer. Put your hand up if you are an artist. Whoa, hands going everywhere. Put your hand up if you are making a delicious brown rice, watercress, avocado salad. Whoa, hands going up. Put your hand up if you love papaya. The artist is the second level of becoming your greatest version. The artist is someone who is now thinking for themselves. They have now tapped into their inner voice. They are now moving one step closer towards their true authenticity. What am I talking about? You've seen great singers, people like Whitney Houston, people like Michael Jackson, people like Adele. All of these great artists are showing humanity that we are all stars. That is why we call them stars. An artist shows you what is possible. An artist shows you what you can do. An artist shows you if you believe who you are, you can achieve that. Now, I said in The Secret, the real secret is you become what you tell yourself every single day, what you do every single day, and who you surround yourself with every single day. Now, the artist's problem, and the reason why it's the second level of becoming your greatest version, is because a lot of artists suffer from depression. How do I know? Because I'm a psychologist that impacts millions of people. And I talk with famous celebrities. They contact me, right? And many artists, you think, gosh, they're in the mansion, they got the money. They are miserable. And guess what? Some artists are super happy, but they've gone to the fourth level. They've gone to the fourth level of becoming your greatest version. We'll come to that later. Now, second level of becoming your greatest version. The artist, why would an artist be depressed? You see, because the artist just wants to please the audience. Guess what? What? I have been an artist. Do you know that I'm a producer? That's right. Produced a lot of songs, hundreds. Do you know that I'm a rapper? Do you know that I'm a singer? Do you know that I've met Kanye West, John Legend, all of these people? Mos Def? Yeah, been in the same room with these guys. I know who they are. They know me. What I'm talking about is that as an artist, you've got to realize the shadow of the artist, which is always wanting the applause. You see, my mentor, Mikhail Ivanov, the Bulgarian master teacher, told me, don't rest on your laurels. A lot of artists suffer from depression because they're trying to be perfect. I'm going to do a whole video just for you artists out there, how to move out of that trap or spell. Perfection. So I get it. You want to work hard. You want to get it perfect. That was me, because I'm an artist. Right? I used to spend sometimes a whole day just tracking a beat, EQing it. And it was a nightmare. It was fun, but it was a nightmare because I realized I didn't have to put that much effort in, but I was, because I wanted to make other people happy at the expense of me. You see, the artist has to realize you have to please yourself before you please others. Slow motion that side. Right? That's the secret the artist has to discover. Because a lot of artists, they sacrifice themselves. I'm not sacrificing myself. I'm living in nature, waking up with a bunch of grapes in my mouth. It feels fantastic. Can I get a hello there? You hear those birds singing, baby? So the artist is really putting a message to humanity. Now you have a lot of artists. You have a lot of artists who, people like Lauryn Hill, giving a good message back in the 90s. Where are they now? You see, a lot of artists are scaredy cats. They don't even say anything in their music. Why? You don't have people like Tupac anymore. You don't have people like John Lennon, Bob Marley, Julie Garland. Somewhere over the rainbow. Artists are scared these days. But you see, a true artist always speaks what's on their mind. No. What's in their heart. And that means they don't even care whether or not you like the artwork. That's the highest form of art, where the artist solely creates for themselves, not for the audience. We'll come to that later. Now, the third level of becoming your greatest version is the alchemist. Okay, the alchemist is like the party animal. Ha 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 ha. I'm laughing right now. It's so funny right now. We're having a great time right now. Paulo Coelho, once again, his book, The Alchemist, mentored me. I gotta give credit where credit is due. He had one line in The Alchemist that really hit me hard. When you want something, the whole universe conspires to help you get it. And I used to meditate on that. And wait a minute. That's what came true. Because, you see, I wanted to be in nature every single day and inspire millions of people and have amazing connections. And that's what I'm doing right now. Ain't got nothing to do with the money. Money is just a piece of paper. This is about a legacy we're talking about. Now, the alchemist. What is the secret of alchemy? The secret of alchemy is making the best out of the worst and not allowing external events to govern your internal condition. Now, that book, The Alchemist, I do believe it's one of the most read books in the world for a reason. Because you see, as a psychologist, but more so a multidimensional being having a human experience, I know all about alchemy. Why? A lot of people say, Ralph, you're always smiling. Do you know I'm a Pisces? I'm a psychologist. What does that mean? It means I have to help lift people up. So it means I experience everything. What happens when you experience everything? It means you have to go through sadness, pain, feeling normal, feeling great, feeling euphoric, well, feeling amazing. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. That's right. I am everything. And I convert this into that. Give me lemons and I make lemonade. Let me repeat that. Give me lemons and I make lemonade. Now, the alchemist, the third level of becoming your greatest version, has gone past the artist. Because once again, the alchemist is all about creating now, listen, to heal themselves in the process. Whereas an artist would create just to heal the audience, the alchemist creates to heal themselves. Right? These videos for me are like therapy. Right? I give consultations to people every single day. This is my own therapy. So the alchemist, let's just say you've had a really shitty day. Life is looking really terrible right now. As an alchemist, you're going to start looking at the words that you tell yourself. You see, word is bond. What happens when you realize words are vibrations? What is my name? Ralph. Doesn't bring me anything. What is my name? Infinite waters. Oh, that's smart, because infinite waters, that's an element. That means you will naturally attract abundance. Word is bond. Bill Gates. Bill, money, Gates. He opens up the gate to money. So you've got to start realizing how important words are. Words are everything, and they affect your subconscious mind in the most powerful way. Another video coming soon on that. So the alchemist realizes how they talk to themselves is actually how their life is going to be. An alchemist would never say, I can't. How many times have you tried skating with me in Venice Beach? You people that come and see me. I can't do that. Yes, you can. The alchemist is someone who says, wait a minute, actually, I can. I can create a brand. I can inspire millions. I can open up this hair salon. I can finish college. I can travel the world. I can be an asshole too. Right? The alchemist knows it can. The alchemist is someone who is about changing their thoughts into fine, beautiful, great wine. Right? Whereas the artists, people like Kurt Cobain, great artists, a lot of artists, sometimes they give so much that they forget to take care of themselves. The alchemist, third level of becoming your greatest version, is someone who realizes a secret. Before you can help others, you got to help yourself. People say, Ralph, gosh, how can you help so many people, save so many people's lives? I say, no. I don't save anybody's lives. They save their lives. I'm just the catalyst for you saving your own life. Slow motion that side. So it's all you. The alchemist realizes the power lies within. So I say, I am my own guru. But at the same time, did you notice that I mentioned my mentors in the beginning of the video? Because that's what an alchemist does. An alchemist is all about realizing how they think is directly linked into how they feel, but more so what they attract into their life. Do you know that a long time ago, I used to think that, goodness gracious, my life is going to be terrible. And every day it was becoming worse. Goodness gracious, what was happening? But once again, I had the right mentors. You got to realize what kind of world you're living in. This ain't no peaches and cream, baby. There are two forces. You got to know about what we call the Hermetic principles to see the duality that exists in the universe. So you've got many people, when we talk about opening your third eye, who know that Earth is not what we have been told, right? There are so many hidden mysteries about planet Earth we know nothing about. How did the pyramids get built? Are there other planets? Ask NASA. Right? Kepler, baby. Hey, when you realize that an alchemist is always about realizing there is more to life, but is always in the process of moving towards that. Therefore, an alchemist is someone who has their third eye open. Third eye meaning they are able to see beyond this physical 3D dimension into other dimensions, realizing we are nothing more than energy. Now, that's the third level, and that's a hard level to reach. A lot of the times, I'm like, goodness gracious, if you're an alchemist, then you're pretty awesome. Now, the fourth level, which is the highest level of becoming your greatest version, this is what's helped me along my journey. Realize there is the level of the wizard or the high priestess. This is what films like Lord of the Rings are trying to tell you, right? There is levels to this shit. And wisdom will set you free. The truth will piss you off first, and then it will set you free. So the wizard or the high priestess usually is someone who has been initiated into the mystery schools from birth, meaning it is someone who is able to be their authentic self after going through a whole life. Do you know how many people you're going to meet and still be you? The wizard is about fusion of the left and the right. So the good and the bad, the negative and the positive. For a wizard or a high priestess, there is no good or bad. There are only actions and consequences. Slow motion that side. That means everything is perception based. Now, the wizard or the high priestess is a combination of the three other levels, the drone, the artist, and the alchemist. They aren't holier than thou. That's why, as I'm moving more into the wizardry of becoming your greatest version, sometimes you might see me doing a 1-minute video, then a 24-minute video. You might see me smiling a lot and then being really serious a lot. Happy and then sad. Because I'm everything. I'm a wizard. But you see, the wizard, once again, is not just creating for your entertainment. The wizard creates for a legacy to leave behind. The wizard creates because they know what time it is. But also, the wizard knows they've got to surround themselves with the right company. Whereas the alchemist, once again, needs solitude to be alone, to start learning their trade, their skill, their craft. The wizard has already mastered it. They've transcended that level. But you see, what I've realized, and I'm not even on the wizard level all the time myself, because it's not easy. It's where you begin to detach from what we call the human programming you have been given since birth. The wizard archetype is all about feeding their body the most healthiest food in the world. 7-day vegan challenge. It always starts with the food. And that is why what happens? What are people telling me on the plant-based diet, oh, Ralph, what? Yeah, I changed my diet and all of a sudden I started to feel so much better. I just bought some pears the other day and then I just got a job. Now I'm working for myself and life is fruitful. No pun intended. The wizard knows that they're not just going to give you positivity and they're not just going to give you negativity. They're going to give you authenticity. And that's very hard to do even for me. I don't create for claps. I create for legacy. I don't create, say, oh, that's a great, great, great video. Why? Because I'm on to the next one. That's the ultimate form of wizardry. That's simplicity. And that's why we are thriving, we are growing, but more so, you guys are awesome. So there you have it. The 4 levels of becoming your greatest version. We're out here. We're in nature. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace.